Getting new projects is exciting. Onboarding a new client is exciting. Working on a big project is exciting. Getting sued or having to sue, not so much. Especially not if you don't have a clear contract in place, which, by the way, most videographers don't. So in this video, I will give you an outline of what needs to be in your video production contract so you can legally bulletproof your business. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not a lawyer at all, and this is no legal advice. This is just from my experience and what I've done with my video business. So let's first talk about the importance of contracts. I mean, at the end of the day, contracts might seem intimidating, right? And they intimidated me, but they are absolutely essential for the success of every client relationship. I mean, they define the scope of work. What kind of deliverables will you provide to the client, and when and how will you deliver those? The contract also protects you legally. If a client disputes your work or refuses to pay, the contract is your secret weapon. This is what protects you from loss. And a contract sets client expectations. A contract makes sure that both you and your client are both on the same page and everybody works in alignment. But now let's look at what you should actually put in your video contracts. All right, so the first thing that you want to put in your contract is scope of work. Scope of work means, an example, the kind of work that you will provide. Will you do pre-production, production, post-production? Will you do all of that? What is included in that? How many revision rounds are included in that, right? That's a problem that we all know. Then the deliverables, like how many videos will the client receive and in what format? And the timeline, when will you deliver the final product? When is the deadline? Now, the scope of work is absolutely crucial because the clearer you are with these things, the less misunderstandings you will have down the line. The next thing that you want to put in your contract is payment terms. How much will you charge for the project? By when does the client have to pay the invoices? Are you going to do pay in full, split, 50-50, or monthly payments, payment plan? Will you require a deposit? Yes or no? And what are your late payment policies? Do you charge any interest or late payment fees? Setting these payment terms clearly ensures that you're not only going to get paid on time, but also get paid fairly. Now that you have scope of work in there and you also have your payment terms in there, let's talk about the legal clauses that absolutely have to be in every single video production contract. The first one is cancellation policy. What happens if a client cancels a project or wants to cancel a project? Are they able to? Are they not able to? If they can, do you keep the deposit? Do you refund the deposit? Is it a down payment instead? This needs to be very clear. And then the next and most obvious one is like copyright. Who owns what? Who has the rights for the final video? What can they do with the final video, the client, right? Who owns the rights for the raw footage and the project files? Can the client request these? Can they not request these? If they can request them, can they do something with them or not? Can they buy them from you? Like, all these things need to be very clear. And then ultimately also liability. You gotta limit your liability for things that you cannot control. Like, an example, weather or equipment failure that is completely unexpected. These things are very, very important just so you can protect yourself from being sued. Now, obviously all these things are important and that sounds nice, but I cannot stress it enough. Make sure to hire a lawyer to look through your contract, making sure everything is legally sound and you are rightfully protected. Now, with that being said, now that you have a contract in place, you surely want to grow your video business and make more money with it, right? As 350 videographers all around the world have already done by joining the Video Business Academy consulting program, which adds an additional $10,000 a month in revenue to your business within 60 to 90 days, and we have 100% success guarantee. So I recorded a free video training for you. It's linked right next to me. You can go watch that right now. It's absolutely free and it explains you step by step how everything works. See you there.